God is good all the time, and all the time God is good, bringing you greetings wherever you are. This is counseling time with Counselor D.Y. Donkoh live at Wisdom Studios GH Enyasem Ketwa Israel Alhaji Accra, Ghana. This is where the production is taking place, and I want to welcome each and every one of you once again to this beautiful segment. Abusia for counseling time, Brenna Edrusu, no tell a friend to tell another friend. Yes, stream live with YouTube Wisdom Studios GH, Anne Wisdom Studios GH, ho and yes streaming Wadaruma. You follow us, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and don't hesitate to hit the notification bell. Send your beya everything that happens, you will be in the known. Yes, stream live our Wisdom Studios GH, our YouTube, and our Facebook on Facebook, Counselor D.Y. Donkoh page. And so share the link. Tell a friend to tell another friend. The counseling time is on. I was here for your G address near Tenase Dia, a fabric center. Fabric in your him for fabric bang, and I will pay with fabric center one senka. Mrs. Akufu Boate Bekacho, Sefala Mammy Abotre, Yabotre Mamewate. Whatever fabric you're looking for, I'll take my time and make sure you find it. Obe to me the flowers keke ebre ni a man of fabric. Naturally say ejumapa and na ye me mama obaya santoa. Mr. and Mrs. Akufubuati omo besho ama weni aje ankasa. Mr. na wa follow omo wo Instagram and all social media platforms. Fabric Center __GH. Ane Fabric Center __GH. Rolling Spark eho and na me mama obaya santoa ewo. Ebusia for na Sedis classy thread. Ane sister no to ne boase pamo or yade ankasa. The way obesi be a dwudwa shawo no wa obonse ampa mawuraba. Wa ye creative analyst, wa to ne boase so fashion designer. O kanemi enu boma na kire se ono hwe physique ne no hwe body na opeye ama weni aje. Sadie's classy thread. Wadama na wa follow no ewo Instagram and all social media platforms ede amame pepepe na bibia nkoso kama. And you may me Jimmy just say dia na who said no, the girl is looking amazing. Nyasem kito Valeria say counseling time this season you're glowing on a different level. Nana hema makeup just and our tone boise a beat it to the face to the gods. And nyasem kitwa no follow no TikTok dia amame wate nana hema makeup just I nana hima what tone boase obeshe she knows how to beat the face. Intimate for all occasions. Nana hima is your go-to person and she'll take care of you beautifully and you wouldn't regret it. Abusia for Didi's effect and I just say trinino thank you so much. I truly do appreciate you. Nameka amawati asese counselor is an author for 3 beautiful books. If you don't know tonight, I'm telling you, counselor or your author kakraka ankasa. Watu ne boase na aduma chadia radidia chenono. Watu ni nyina di good book mu misro 3 beautiful books. Enyasem kitwa. The first one is 2 Hearts, 1 Journey. Beyond the Vows. Beautiful book. Winya book we na kinkanya. Awade no ebeso ankasa ankasa. Obeka say and the red flags, signs your relationship has no future. Another powerful book that is making waves on the market. Just everybody is talking about the red flags. It's becoming an eye-opener and everybody is knowing exactly what is happening at every particular point in time. Third book, The Good Marriage Guide. Annie, The Good Marriage Guide, Roadmap to a Successful Marriage. So if you need any of these books, kindly call 0244 515544, 0244 515544, or fret numbers here, books here, my bossy, Nina, Wonsa, Ebekebi, Pepepe. If you're the type of person who doesn't do too well with hard copy and you want to do soft copy, Mr. A Kobo and Amazon, that is where you could also get some of the books and you could read online. Na bibia timiako so kama ede amount Kobo and I say Amazon or they call websites in so you definitely get a copy and you would have a good read. Abusia, for counseling time is on, and tonight is also another beautiful moment. Metanasi say dia ready to learn just as always. And I believe you're ready and willing to learn as well. Midi dache hima papebi obagadoza legetete Valerie Ejaminta yen try husima yeba yebetwaso. Hello everybody, welcome to Counseling Time with Counselor D.Y. Donkoh. Cecilia and we'll join it live stream now, Mr. Now just a Counseling Time break and Edrusi. So you tell a friend to tell another friend that Counseling Time is on, and I believe sir you will definitely be blessed tonight. We're streaming live on Wisdom Studios GH our YouTube and I think so Counselor D.Y. Donkoh page and so and I just say Gina Dende Ayeshe Ama Bibia etimi akoso kama pepepe. Obini yim. Mente onka. Obini yim. Osi rim and no rim. Right. Abusia, for tonight's segment is a very intriguing one. One that is well talked about in all sectors. Babia. And then you may Counselor D.Y. Donkoh ewo yentem. Tonight we're treating the topic divorce in marriages. Obeniem. What just to say? Come home. Na you're my counselor. Counselor.
Any other?
Papa ma kwa basoro kokra. Yeah. Now Pomoe.
God has been good.
God has been good. We thank God so much. Every day comes with its own blessings and it comes with its own struggles. But then the fact that we're still alive alone shows that we are in the greater side of blessing. And that is my motivation every time. That once I am part of the living, I'm on the greater side of the blessing. Papa, tonight is one that is intriguing. Because say na den na obagadoze washa black na den dey na sie. And so na enya bone kwa so. Minim why my stylist would think because we are doing divorces is one that needs a very bold statement.
Yeah, black.
But tonight, Counselor, we're doing divorce in marriages. And this is something contemporarily is happening in our space.
It's a big battle.
Everywhere you turn, about 10 couples, you have 8 who are willing and ready to take the divorce card.
Yeah.
But I know you seated over here would explain things to the core, where we get to appreciate things properly and know how to handle things. Counselor, fire call. Major also papa.
And I'm a TF4.
Right.
And AF4, right from the Wisdom Studios.
Right.
On YouTube, Wisdom Studios GH.
Right.
All right. Valerie.
Papa.
It is believed that divorce rate is actually increasing. And the truth is that it has increased.
Okay.
Now you say, I will say, what is really happening? I mean, everybody goes into marriage with this kind of attitude, happiness. Say, my father pa,
right?
Menya de pa. And you see, I will say, why is the relationship, still there? I mean, it was there. We were able to sustain the relationship regardless of the challenges.
Right.
That makes people leave. So we are going to actually look at some of the things that is causing the troubles.
Okay.
Because you see, what will make me divorce is what will make you stay in your marriage. So when it comes to the decision of divorce, everybody has this interpersonal view.
Right.
We'll be an journey. We're not the divorce.
Right.
And you'll be shocked that somebody can divorce because the wife actually insulted him. Another person was insulted, but no. And
they will just laugh and shrug it off.
Thank you.
Right.
Yamo bisika chinchana you share media be jao.
Right.
Obisi a man is kada or no crown or share if you but hey, she or he doesn't care.
Right.
When it comes to divorce, everybody has a way they view, see, and perceive things. It's in here say it's Rubian in the nyoma bensa.
Right.
And the strong, things that are happening around the system of marriage that is making marriage fail.
Okay.
Can we go on?
Of course. I'm just amazed.
Yes,
you don't cease to amaze me.
Spiritual sign idea.
Debbie, Papa, spiritual. Hey, Papa,
Debbie, Jamwa is okay. All right, just sense of humor for our family to enjoy.
Right.
All right. So once again, right from the studios of Wisdom Studios GH on YouTube,
right,
and then on my Facebook page, DY Donkoh. Now, so some of the things that makes marriage do not work. Are you not shocked that suddenly we married and then one person see the other to be an enemy? Are you not shocked that suddenly we marry and the other person is saying, I've regretted getting married to you? Are you not surprised that we have gone through a lot within a year, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years of relationship? I actually what do you say? Hey, what a mistake.
Right.
So what are the problems? Number one of the reasons why there is too much divorce in the system, it has to do with unrealistic expectation about my partner in the marriage.
Okay.
And I will explain a few things.
Right.
Unrealistic expectation about my partner in the marriage.
Okay.
Yeah. I expect my partner to behave this way.
Right.
To talk this way. To act this way. To behave this way according to my expectation. And nobody, and I repeat, nobody on this earth can live to the standard of your expectation. So one of the leading causes and the reasons why divorce rate is up is because people want their spouse to become like how they think and reason.
Okay.
Eti me wadowa Valerie me pese okasa say. Me pese odress say.
Right.
Me pese tokwesi anka behave say. Me pese akasaka say enka uye din. See, there is too much unrealistic expectation. Say this is how I want it. Another way of this unrealistic expectation is that me wura madam fubia what you me tie ni common. O mama what dey eko say. Enti me so me pese me dey ko sa. Enti ba wu se kane no na ka bibia me partner ye bia so mani kakra.
Right.
Now they say dey me see so many me time because mati bi die. Me hu bi die. Bi ti bi nkomo. Me hwe bi wo movie mu.
Right.
So I want it to look exactly like that. But marriage is not a movie.
Part 1, part 2, part 3.
No.
seasonal.
No. This is unrealistic. It doesn't happen humanly.
And you're happy
it will be impossible to live with your spouse and not have challenges. It is impossible. But you see, when you watch the foreign movies and the local movies, like especially the Nigerian movies and even Ghanaian movie, love yana mango ase, yana mepuano. Because you have bills, I mean, for me for uncle news. I don't know how to put it, but
exactly.
I'm going to pay bills. I can't take you to the beach.
Hindi movie crowd. I
am going to pay bills. I can't take you to the beach. And it is not like I do not have time for you. The truth is that our responsibilities are high.
Right.
To the expectation of the society.
Okay.
Eti ekobase mi shede nyambre ekobase yente nyambre ekobase yawade entumi nyesu obi dia enyesu obi dia obi nso dia nye ama ye de ye ehweso dia ma no.
Right.
Eti one of the reasons why people walk out of marriages is because most of the people want their spouse to behave according to their taking pattern. Yeah? And to kwesi ye no me ex kwesi wili and to kwesi to be din no hwe me. Because Sasana becomes a no abam and wafimano. He's a romantic guy. And I'll be wedding an Jima.
Of course.
Debut.
Champion Karakuta.
Okana Makabiach.
King of Kings.
Okana Makabiach.
Lord of
So
Lords.
they sit back and go like, how I wish he's like Kwesiata. It doesn't. There is something about me that can actually beat Kwesiata too. That Kwesiata is so. You need to understand that people are not same. Someone's strength is someone's weakness.
Right.
And someone's weakness, and that is why you will not get everything you are looking for in your partner. There are some of the things you must create it in them.
Okay.
Because you cannot just get it. It is not an automatic. Or it is not automatic. It doesn't just happen.
Right.
We create an environment to see that point in them. One reason why a lot of marriages are collapsing, people are not happy in it, people are walking out of it, and people want to walk out. And actually, the hearts of people are out. Is because a lot of people have this unrealistic expectation about their partner.
Okay.
And I did a research about 45% of marriages are what we are seeing. That unrealistic expectation. And it's in a
okay.
Me say Valerie Befia na kwa ba me no mapeg. You are welcome. But we might say my why. Say this is not how I want my marriage. Me say no. So it comes with assumption. I assume and think he should think and behave like this. It doesn't happen like that. So that is one reason why marriages are ninya.
Right.
Marriages are bad. Marriages are not working. Marriages are not fruitful. Marriages are not upcoming or forthcoming. It's because unrealistic expectation towards my partner is killing me.
Okay.
Number 2 reason has to do with trust issues. Valerie, in marriage where there is no trust, there is no foundation, and there is no love. Walk out.
Even if you're lied to.
I am telling you, regardless of your wedding ring and the vows you took on the altar, may say where there is no trust, affection becomes affliction.
Wow.
You torment yourself instead of enjoying affection. You start getting worried with anxiety and stress and frustration because you wonder, what can I do at all to please them? Everything about you does not please their eyes. Because for them, you are faking. And the more you fake, the more you fade.
For the man,
yeah, so you realize that only personality. Suddenly, or suspect you someone will be chimpana, but for you, you are not.
Okay.
Suddenly, or suspect our phone, there is something on it. Tina the password after so, but for you, there is nothing on it. Now we are quite quality as a one tears will chum as an agin ho, Ayoba and Abema, Ebiana Yabema, Botian Commons and Air Bocono. Or for a friend, Bema for a friend. Wow. May say one of the leading causes of divorce are trust issues. Why? Because if trust does not ring, problems ring.
Okay.
There be a minji wundi a one. Asumdue ni ho. They are all cano manji and di sampai on a wufriba na itisa. To work an amage Korea and Cheresa Majed. Koli doesn't mean I believe what you've said. It means that I'm only responding to your words. But I don't trust in your words. Wow. So another leading cause of divorce and why marriages are dying is because there is no trust.
There's no trust.
There is no trust, and so marriages are rusting.
Okay, so counselor, what do you think is causing this mistrust? Is it because of lies? Is it because of what do we call it? Past experiences? Is it because of that individual, like personality wise? What are the causes of these trust issues we're talking about tonight?
Number one, some of the trust issue has nothing to do with the very person you are married to. It has to do with my past. Because I could not deal with my past disappointment, you become my appointment.
Okay.
But you say, baby, I'm be free by ye jai me bako, ye jai me mienu, ye jai me miensa, makuma tete. And I mean, name one of Bishia, which has Benjamin Corsa, and I be Bishia Abigail, and a Nayawadi. One was some young some Yobia mean Jim Mendi. Miobia, I don't believe in the promises of men. For example, Bamabia Bishia the Bobia, Bamabia Sabi Mishia Bia, a Shami Boss of Wademe. Right. Long what me and Ababa do you? Bamabia Shami Boss of me, I will never hate you, or Baby Shami Boss, I will never cheat on you, I will never lie. One more year, Debbie, one more team. It's Sadia way na Mama, Amamenya. Right. Thank you. I have learned something. Right. I can't trust women. I can't trust men. Already me jini pendi. It won't so be a share some jundi. It yanyawan why be miankasa, minjim memendi na minjim medi. And the idea wouldn't want the abewadina. Yes, so remember that you cannot actually marry somebody without courting them. Right. In the process of courtship, already means you will be in that. Some be here or bar, right? Some be here bema, and I'm the abewado. And because I have that trust issue, be the abewado. Right. Also, me bear me, sir, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, depending on why you dated for that long. Also, so I be in trouble if you are no buy. We are me bibi man timi ho ase ase o ko flirte ase o ko cheat etimi a minji depend da minji wo emendi minji memendi wonso so me ba ye wa ye bibi kakra ane ani na ma na ya prepare ane ye dia bewade ti kaze me ankasa anje ndi ye bisu ne me ban. Right. I have that mindset that I cannot trust a man. I cannot trust a woman. And I also cannot trust this very person. Right. Because ye day ti krano wa ye nioma bia me dwin ho amentiase. Menjane de ya wade. I still see him. I still see her in the picture of the past. Okay. Okay. So these are some of the things that create that trust issues we are talking about this evening. That is it. Right. That is it. So another reason why divorce rate is actually increasing and people are walking out has to do with less income. Less income. Less income. The only thing even God can actually be bold to say that it is competing with him. It's not the devil, it's money. The spirit of mammon. Onyamika semukai Onyami and Canada said, me and the devil, we are fighting. Me and the devil. The devil tried, God brought him down. Because that is the man out there. He's an ultimate God. Nobody looks like him, talk like him, act like him. You can't beat my God. Well, some try to say, Jack, I need a broker. Me pesa me do benya kasa. Was it Mike? Daniel Mike. Chama. Mundele with Aquano. Me na be born no na. Musu me na be born more. Right. Abofo mienu. And one angel was able to overpower another one, the devil. He brought him down. But when it comes to God speaking out concerning the love and the heart of men, he said that nobody can serve two masters. You will love one and hate the other. Anybody who loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him, and do not love the world. So God says that the spirit of mammon, and I'm telling you, we are living in the world where Timothy can write and say that do not love money. Men do sika, men do yasiadia, because you see, it can actually cause you to, it can drain you off from the track of the spiritual, system.
Right.
So when it comes to money, money is powerful. That is why Solomon said, money answered all things. What's one thing I say? And money cannot answer. Money cannot give you peace. Money cannot give you joy. Money cannot give you this. It is only God who can give you. Motivational word in Kwana boy. What money can do apart from God? Apart from God, money can do a lot. Money can heal you. What's it there? We say money can heal you. We say we can't put God aside. We can't even. It will be a blasphemy. It will be a sin for us to say, "See, you missing Chenya," because we to me, Say, "Nyame wo hoi, nyame yachi, ye petumi bi awo wa hode iska." Right. That is why the world is ruled by rich people.
That's true.
Not poor people. Regardless of your wisdom, if you are poor, your wise counseling will not be considered.
True.
Even a fool who is rich, his wise counseling can be considered.
True.
The world is ruled by money. And then I may catch it, I will say. Our dear Sika anymore, ye dear baby goo. Oh, here ya, now what shall I ya? Near to me, rent baby papa nienda. Oh, day, and I do pay our 9. 1 page and 9. One day, pay and one a dibishimu. There be. Me home crema. I want you ya. Tienya be independent. Asembe na catch me. Eya sebi weni mu bu se wo ma nyame ndom wo mo. Wo mu nya dodo. Sebi wo mu da kiosuma wo ma wo 45 say if they are happy and that is their wish. It's not easy. One of the leading causes of divorce in our generation today is less income. Oba nya adwuma, be man kwa na ye adwuma. Be man nya adwuma, oba nkwa na ye adwuma. Wo mu mienu so koba, wo mu nya hwemma. Hwe. Then kwala ni tifi. Be say adwendwen ekususu. There are people who can actually opt and say, listen, I want you to be mean to me. But be correct to me, Shana, we are Muslim. Me what do we ma buffer? So I know can me. Can you mean because men what they want? I was doing well.
A bimokra just so they could save their relationships from the start having to be ansana omo beko what do we call it into marriage, or share na nisika some in nisra. Otimikacha will say, you know what, let's go our separate ways. Say nyame dom me na biba me nsem na wo ho na se obi anya wo ho ade I would come. But as it stands now there, me pese me and me si wo kwan. So then it means that they all can hear no cray because looking at the future so omo mienu finances in siswa odono ebetia ko.
Mika bibi.
Can bibi papa.
Many people are married to people who are not their taste. But they made them their taste because money is tasteful. Wow. But maybe I do baby I need taste. But I'm chere no here. Sa time no. Tina was send a because my level they determine the choice I make. If we give permission, everybody get riches and wealth and money. Trust me, people will check out and make decisions. There are women who are married to rich people, not because they love them, but for security. There are men who are married to some women, not for love, but for security. If you see a film, you pay baby, you theater. It will baby, I can't love you, children will be. But you need better than you say, they me yanka, me ex guy no Charles Benjamin Kosa.
Hey, Charles.
Minya yanka. But I'm chirinti. And I can tell you that I'm chirinti will be a losing the door for pa. I'm a sikeni. And that is not the wish of the lady, and that is not the wish of the man. Woman do and so chirinti or sabakupa baby fa. Si you try say bonko wants me do unu say me do and so chirinti mami ko baby kakrawate. And then now ti ebi mu kra say ti twe mo no ma say hia no ma twempera. Di the okwa wadi iskeni ni tumi nya kakra no wa bere be ma no na wo ba na wo ni bi no o somje what. So I am telling you that even cheating in marriage has increased because a lot of men and women are doing this because of poverty. Less income can lead to divorce. Tema bebre preja wadia na we share will be a ni semo go ni semo ye ni semoto or what kakratching bema one entity. A lot of women are in marriages misbehaving, not because they have wrong attitude. It is because they met somebody who is doing well, better, far better financially than the husband. I need this one. A lot of men are also misbehaving because, for all you know, we share a baby who is financially sound than the wife. Less income can kill a successful, healthy marriage, no matter the bond, the vows, the covenant. Poverty, you get power, they kill.
So there's this particular chairman who keeps on saying, Charlie, when you scabby or baby on, like ye pisco, sisi and ye hiesco, ude ye casca also. But are we saying that we shouldn't concentrate on love?
You can't enjoy love fully in our generation without money. Shit.
True.
Now we might treat if ye. Now you're sorry. Now we need share. Ube man crowd rebel. Upia nya umbefi. Tine member be bradania korin safo. Men can woman yo musubai. Me can woman they are frustrated and depressed because the system is systeming them. Life is not easy like that. People are not enjoying life to the fullness.
True.
Sister, they say less income can lead to divorce.
Okay.
Now na me akosi asikani.
Right.
Now o share nan yesisi huwa. No, I choose love. I don't give a damn. God is my helper.
But Papa,
my God can supply me all your needs.
You know, love. I can't relate though. But then they are my person.
I can be my once about. Mommy can be being chiro.
People have done that, and it has actually worked out.
No, it hasn't worked in a way. Okay. Let me tell you this. Obana or for we hear ni Bema will crana no daki or soon. And you be no Obana, the family better than Bema the family.
Okay.
Into Obana the so Bema nuka crapping palm trousers. She shared the top boss shows, epping palm the trousers, asiati, kakraka cressa,
right.
Single kakra, and a Bema na be pija. Right. And the way you talk, I say, Bisham Yerina minishia, or Besoches and a minishi, or Bani in the bushia for the boami.
Right.
Say Obasun and Wabi Pejos, Ebishabiku, Naminishe, like the guy did well. He was there for me, even though he wasn't rich, but he tried. And then Obana Bay, tools Obanu Whiska, or Hunya, not in my Beman in Yejimi, or Brawan. That is the balance. But he have for me, no, a tibu. Less income. Less income can lead to divorce.
Bema koa Emma Obana koa Emma.
Bubba Fina Bubu for the da. Money devotion to me. It's not easy. Don't let us sit here and go like Christ immediately.
Near two or mummy, then they've gone to the family house.
Family house. What's the family house? Why am I?
Yeah, some more one.
Yeah, Becca. Sister, okay, so. Oh, VP1. My mentor idea.
Okay.
Family house, they say, about the family house. One bedroom colony, no more this year. No much the Beman, they say, Cratchy, if you know, ma. Right. Today's old Beman. What was the baton one day? Tebia wokumasi wokufu dia wo tema o akran so a o oyebi ho na oti right na oba no ene kwala no esute
right
now imagine so you wake up every day and your family is not nowhere to be found, right? But you know you have a family.
Oh my
you think
goodness.
It's easy?
Oh my goodness.
No, we shouldn't sit here and be quoting scriptures. The reality is that less income to a family can break the family.
So then what advice do you give to a couple that are trying their possible best to find their financial feet, and those who sit and say the woman shouldn't be working and that she should stay home and take care of the kids and that he would do the going and the coming? What advice? Because personal decisions that people take, but what advice do you have for people?
I think I have no advice for them. I'll just say congratulations for your decision. All right. Another reason why I mean, you made a decision. Well, I don't think you need any advice from me.
That's what
whatever I say does not change anything.
That's what my late grandma said.
Yeah.
Oduku efutu be na o magana for say me ni re ka kire o.
Why you say did you abetum re na gugotemu? I mean, me can just insuira.
But then the long term effect actually affects the third party.
Third party near one year.
Say obi to regu in suomua. It choked gutters and everything. That's what's causing the flood.
Yeah. It depends on baby out.
You, Papa, let's continue.
All right, can we continue?
Yes, please.
Bola no ebe ko bi fi na isu be fa area wa misro ya na area ho for ni ntu omo se ya wudidi a ya mento bola
Shimra.
That's all right. So the next reasons or the next cause to divorce rate going up, and they say when partners do not know how to communicate. When partners do not know how to communicate. Or wadi ni be man or wadi ni ba enimu nkomo ba entokwa enimu na mami chire enya ne me kan ne hia eye kwan afa so ti ase na ne hia. Most of the time when you see argument between a wife and a husband, check one is not hearing well.
And yes, and
Debbie.
We're not talking, say, ear impaired, and I said the person cannot hear. That's not what we're talking about.
No, please.
But there is something.
Naswesi.
Said the ear is clogged.
No, it's not clogged.
Then what's happening?
Ontiase.
Ontiase, I'm saying, Papa.
Your understanding to what I said will determine your explanation and your flow. Words are not words until someone understands it.
That's it.
Faith comes by hearing.
That's it.
And hearing by the word of the Lord.
That's it.
Yes, Kasama, people were offended. Other people were not offended, they were blessed. So the problem was not the words of Jesus. The problem had to do with the people who were listening.
Right.
Some of them were listening with offensive hearts.
Okay.
And some were also listening with an obedient heart.
Okay.
It's what we say, what were they neku na swensi, yeri na swensi amobre. Ti we kenyen tokwe bia na we enye dede. Nka me patcho make say, ti asama make say, ba me hu ni say won temase. Also hu ni say me so me nte wase nti ye nte wase dia and your friend arguments. And once you see argument, it means that we don't have peace in our house. Yet to me, sometimes you can feel like I'm married to the wrong person. Because ex be so now in the casa, what can you say? Yeah, it's true.
Right.
As soon as yeah. The same oba and another oba. Like I mean, when I say the same, I mean honestly oba.
Right.
Okay, so consider music to me. So there does music to me. I work as such and I tell me. Also, baby, I am tired of your controlling.
Right.
Oshamso. Oh, my mean could be. And when a lot of women start struggling with submissiveness because they feel like you are making a fool out of my humility and my submission.
Right.
Just me Bremen once in just a one over so the medium for more. I said, there be a walk as I find now. No, but you see, let me quail back and say something. Whoever you marry becomes the king of your kingdom.
That's right.
He makes a decision, speak out, and you have nothing to say. Doesn't mean you are dumb. No. Fire, 18. Of course. Because he's the head of the house. And then the decision he makes either affects the family positively or negatively.
And what is your role when it comes to helping in that decision, especially when you're a helper?
So you suggest. You don't take the place of authority.
That's it.
And yes, sir, show this.
Of course.
Till I make the final decision, go like, my husband, what you said is very true. But I think, don't you think that? When your friend a helper. And yet, I'm tell you kind about me.
And you say, your friend say,
so won't far a befa.
Exactly. So on far.
A befa.
So on far.
A befa.
So on far.
A befa.
A friend say, I was a killing to you. I said, good.
Bread in the beat. It's good. All right, so we are still talking about divorce in marriage.
Right.
So remember, I spoke about too much of argument and conflict.
When partners do not know how to communicate,
and they don't understand each other.
Don't understand each other.
Yes, simple. Baako beka you ni etwa so no. We kana we yakane yakone ya pie ye ba nwumra na ya to aso ye ba na baako ayi mudi na baako so ayi open na ya to aso ana 3 days 1 week ni enkasa because asem baako nteno was bankanya asem bia.
Right.
Because you see your thinking pattern doesn't match with mine, and we don't think that we agree together,
right.
and it's going to cause a lot of problems.
Right.
And so when you see too much of bad communication, too much of argument and conflict, marriages will collapse right now.
True.
I feel like if you don't match my match, then I cannot take your shoe. Because I think that the sizes are not same.
Right.
But I want something that my legs can fit in.
Right.
So that is one of the leading causes of divorce. Another thing we can look at is cohabitation.
Leading causes of divorce.
Cohabitation.
Leading causes of divorce.
Cohabitation.
Cohabitation.
Yes, please.
And no, your friend is saying practicals before the main session.
Why practicals are reader? Why practicals are reader?
Excellent, Yania.
Why practicals are reader?
Right. Why
practicals are read, but you're trying to be so bad woman here. Or training a marketing in album. Tell you say you did well. Worry.
I see.
When you live with people for a long time and they are not accountable to your family, they take you for granted. And then I need to train and I warn anything.
Right.
To me, I did na wobane maame afre na be man e mema so ye cohabitation.
Oh, of course.
Oh yes, give be a hand my baby to so the day.
A friend is Salome.
Thank you. Eti bonse BBC afede the family of the other party e ko frɛ we omba atro me ware mode hye be ama mo be fa no.
Right.
Me so if you mean to both are back and forth. Now watch out. If cohabitation lead this is what happened. Number one, it is either get now till the guy want to do something to cover the shame of the lady. Number one.
That's true.
It is one or your baby, not the family of the lady. And we say, guy, we yaban one funny sense from. Number two, wow. Send ye beya obane so bedroom no nka say you are such an ungrateful.
Yes.
It was so ye bibi. Number 3, ebia no obane financially or you sound than the guy. Oma cohabit sa oma tranche 2, 3, 4, 5 years but obane ye financially sa guy ni baby akọ. Enti guy no kra na asa to susu. And what the amaga ni say jikọ wade me nhyɛ wo wanu onyam. Na miss minya bi kakra. Enti obane sika na be ma de wade wo ba nte ni obe wade no. So you see that there is no love.
Right.
But for some reasons, I'm trying to hold on. Nyami aduna be mano e break out of the prison, out of the poverty cellar. No paper. This guy is going to show the lady that you are not the type I was looking for. It's not like I'm ungrateful. I didn't like you a long time, but poverty made me love you. Cohabitation.
So the fact that people talk about say cohabitation helps you, when you live with somebody, you know them properly. It helps you know how to adjust and get, because you don't know how the person behaves. Say or on the shoe back or the sock shape and I say, oh, you socks, the toe, baby. Like there are some petty things, but when you cohabit, you see all of these things and you ask yourself, would I be able to live with this or not?
Thank you.
And then you go ahead. But are we saying that cohabitation doesn't have advantages at all, and it would definitely lead to divorce? Say
nyame adunu ye adwuma ma wa empire bona akoye na nyame na aboa what nyame na aboa nyem na wo amehwe ne ameye nyame. When you live with a person for a long time, everything about you becomes naked. They make a decision from there, and it's not everybody who can stand a certain lifestyle. Right. No free same favor na they make decisions. You make decisions for yourself. Right. No, actually say 1, 2, 3 reasons I cannot.
Right.
And that is where a lot of people get broken down because they feel like, hey, this is not what I opt for. So cohabitation does not really, and I repeat, Cohabitation does not really help. So don't think that me the bema tranche, me know about trancha, and my you ya build yachu. Say bemu na mo wadia. Just be thankful to God. Because the high percentage of a money mema cohabiting uncle siaga and also achieve kusiaga. And these things lead to divorce.
Right.
Because me who ma ebi abutaye binti na me wade wo but then you wodo. Now your don't there are things that can put you off that will let you overlook love.
Right.
And it will put you off so much that your affection towards the other party will die. Another reason for the leading cause of divorce is when you marry very young.
Hey, counselor.
Yeah. When you marry very young and you don't understand life very well. You didn't see well. You didn't understand life well from where you were standing then at the age of 24. And then the society told you that you look responsible, you become responsible, and marriage makes you more acceptable in society. You are there. We did 35, 40, and I was 25 to 40. How many years in Wawadi? 20 years of marriage. And I was like, Kai Kalabashaya. Sanya is a road no a tough. Agrudie.
Yeah.
To say at the age of 40, now probably you are more blessed, or you are not even more blessed. But 40, after now be share other women that look like what you wanted. That's all what in them. To show baby and Yamaso. We share baby. In fact, me na me pay half cash.
Open half cars say.
Me na be poor ba osonwa. Me na be poor ba or a taste and a touch of fairness.
Nature and Nadia Boari side.
Me na be bema like or mask like a hatre.
Yeah.
Like bema oh juna was a bema.
Yeah.
Me pe bema yes slam. But mako wa de bema was.
Okay.
It 40 years na for we share guy be slam. Single. Mu na mu adwuma or bank. And now you are more you or bank. Mama left 1, 2, 3. And they won't know Kasakra the type you wanted. Marrying young. To both so yes, like me ya bema sia and our basia. And on a guy in the bed, you am no bank because you look beautiful. Sir, this guy is sexy. Only then try it here. This lady is nice.
That's it.
You look nice. I love your legs. Legs. Many jumps in the TV legs idiot. Just one can't your legs on dama. Me who say legs is say good legs. The reason is that when you marry young, sometimes you might not go in for what you were dreaming of.
Counselor.
Yeah.
Because people who marry young, these are people that they have seen, they love, the adrenaline rush is there. And they want to do life with this person. What is the guarantee that somebody would marry very late and they are going to not want to see another person and not want them? Human beings, our needs are insatiable. Until Nipano were 40 years. Na se Okoshia will be. Na Nipano is appealing to their eyes. They will forever be appealing to their eyes. And we are saying so there are 8 billion people. At what age now Abaka say, if I had married younger, I wouldn't have gotten my taste. Na me need room Pennsylvania, I would get my taste. How does that even add up?
When generation are you no? For compare nana generation, you will understand what I said. For compare papa.
Right.
I am mass for compare no. The busan is one member so what in tem where ye. What in tem and bois, won't tem, and bang in tem.
Right.
And then young man in tem. Now, so what in tem was what I know he.
Okay.
Because I can't cry when it's about the generation has changed so much that even social media has an effect on our marriages. TV's effect on our marriages.
True.
Friends effect on our marriages.
True.
Church, mosque effect on our marriages.
True.
Udi abra, what were they young? Okay, so beautiful, but the influence around the room. So you, I get there, Charlie. What are in with also 24 Charlie. You look at you. This is not your type. Like if you marry some class, both are being started running.
Right.
Class. Tuna ma no bro some class ni mo. Say we been a normal.
Obonsam ye there.
Oyi bi ma wa. We been a normal can. No, this is the type I was looking for.
Right.
So we are still talking about divorce
Right.
in marriages and relationship. I think that also when it comes to divorce rate going up and then talking about marriage and divorce, I think that when your parents they've suffered divorce, it can have an impact on your life. And that is another reason. Parents divorce. I didn't know. I have generational cases. I didn't know.
Okay.
My parents are divorced. It gives me number one an option that when something changes and I don't like, I need to walk out like my father, walk out like my father, my mother, walk out like my, So you see, we are affected by what we learn.
True.
Not just by reading, but what we see people do. Say my parents are divorced so that my uncle is divorced so that my auntie never be easy for me to divorce. Once I talk I say, I want divorce because I am pata yabo fi. Ya train na wo so abeje dan.
Okay.
And so what happens about divorce rate going up or people divorces is because sometimes parent divorce can affect children. And so sometimes we encourage that you battle so that your next generation will enjoy. Nevertheless, we are not saying die.
Right.
You understand? We are not saying important. When you are dying, die. No.
Especially if you're in
when
an
you die
abusive
too,
marriage.
your next generation, they will die.
Exactly.
Because once you are gone, the next generation coming out of you is gone.
Right.
But we are still saying that parents divorce, it can affect the next generation. Because the divorce becomes easy. Because it is something happening around us. And also the spiritual side of it. I believe in it. Because I'm a spiritual person.
Right.
And it has happened several times to many good people. You see that we will go divorce, but maybe a free ban also a divorce. So when we are talking about divorce in marriages, parents, and so divorce can affect you. And the last one, the educational level of the partners can bring divorce.
You're joking.
Yes, so I'll explain.
Let's go, sir.
Educational level of both parties can actually touch and break. Any Bema na shada nko school obani ku school pa. Eye kakra no obani person di school she bema so. Ahwade e besi education versus authority. You say the woman want to actually rule over the man with education, with books. The man is saying regardless of my illiteracy, I am still a man.
Right.
You can't take away my glory.
Right.
I go school there, but me a fear bema. And then sometimes you pay calculation, you realize that wabani school now wakonintino, near be kakra.
Right.
In terms of education,
right.
Or you're knowledgeable, very sensitive to books, or you maybe I say, Bema no so far on the level, no, every crowd one boy, business oriented man.
Right.
Now you move the whole. So you see the battle. If care does not, if care is not taken, the woman wants to rule the family with books and say that this side must be done. When you read this, I've read books, I've read. Who's actually to the? But I said when we in school, the man said no, in your school I said my manners, this, that. So see the level of education. 18 years for no percent the back of school.
Right.
They believed in that.
Yeah.
Because they thought that skeniba the any problem.
Right.
But when anybody skeniba any problem about.
True. Because on TSC say me say yen renti e dan wo trasako unso debi yen renti wo lomlava because a hona e beboa ma sikasem na debi I'm looking at comfort on also say no emwa would yen pe be comfortable. What you are looking at is luxury. Small
you are looking at luxury. Other person is looking for investment,
comfort, everything put together.
Thank you.
Right.
The level of education, and also we become BBS education. Most people also enter into marriages, and they entered into marriages without proper education or marriage.
That's true.
Right. The reality of it is bigger than books.
That's true.
Or the fame or whatever we see around. The canon. The canon say, so this is marriage. Men do me home, papa. And the last one. Do you want the last one?
Yes, sir. So that
the
I
last
could wrap it up.
Has to do with religious background. Religious background. I saw the Ameko. I saw the Alco. Mosque Ameko. Mosque Alco. Me a Hindu. Where is it a Kanka?
Yeah.
Yeah. Other religious body. me wade wo me ma so City of Wisdom Center ono so fi Presby ti ya wade ye na we believe that wade ya was oba ne ba be ma na sorry na emo oba no sa no very committed wo Presby a wo bibia botaye bia ana wo bibi poten a wo ye wo na asode bo we be ja na so so okui adi an wo ba ne semate an wo ba de kire ni kun se wo de me ye wo asode me kwa obi e no wonti we de still ya wo ye be ma me kwa asode ba me ho ne de be ma say no bo so ba ne dwa adi na ma me nko Presby nko ye ne am ye na me di o wa asode me ba me ye de. Because sometimes you'll be holding a position somewhere here.
Right.
Right. You understand what I'm saying? So the woman goes like, praise be na be pe. Be man say me na mabo wado. Anglican na e be ko. So no. Anglican your kwani e fade na e be. Mary we. So no. You call Roman Mary ne. So no me pe no. Me pe. Osingo praise. The most of them as mo pray. Mo youngest and pray to fi Anglican and Roman no back charismatic no
right
or show mo din mo pray o deni
it's a lot of noise
no
I need that quiet peace and quiet
gentleness
after 1 hour mass somewhere
yeah the can so communion the to aboko na now baby just a simple
very simple and fast
and so when in terms of your religion, when the two of you does not actually understand each other well and does not consider the fact that baby I'm a free band, baby I'm free band is not the same, but for marriage we need to actually join us. I'm telling you that religion alone can separate, cause problems. Every crown will be Christian, you are Muslim. You are Hindu, you are Muslim. Eti o wadi ni wiena se be join ne bra Muslim side na Islam be join ne ko Allah akbar aso hwe na sa wo me no twempra ka chem se me waro a se me ko asori se me ko eha me ko ayede number 1 aso no me waro you unfortunately me family say me am ye Muslim waro dey aso join ne mosque aso no you are DBC. I have a friend who is a Christian, married to a Muslim.
Right.
The doctor, Nanama, doctor.
Yeah.
Dr. Maniko, sorry.
Right.
Nanama can go to any church, any prayer meeting. Doctor Nanikunu, or you're Muslim.
Right.
Pure Muslim, or Allah Akbar, pure Islam. Mama Yeriko, sorry. That is understanding. Beautiful. So imagine, say, Bessianko Mosque, Nanama Samenko, so won't call. Share. Na family na ba ube tuba is it tuba ube tuba so many aware na go no. So let's also consider the religious aspect of it, that it can also trigger divorce. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Counselor D.Y. Donkoh. Ebusian, for tonight we are treating divorce in marriages, and Counselor has outlined these very insightful points that he believes to say are the main causes of divorce in our current dispensation. The first bit happens to be unrealistic expectation of the spouse. The second bit has to be trust issues. He talks about less income when partners do not know how to communicate. That's the fourth point he made us know tonight. He says cohabitation is also another factor when you marry very young. Very controversial, but then he believes that is also one of the leading causes of divorce now. The next bit happens to be when your family or your parents have suffered divorce. There is traces of divorce. Even yaria kurano ya check line and who say this person has breast cancer, this person has breast cancer, this you have the tendency, not just say if it is in the family, you have the tendency, BP, you have the tendency, diabetes, you have the counselor is also making us understand that life is spiritual, and immediately there's a divorce, there's a tendency because the door has been opened. I'll say educational level can also cause divorce. When one person is more educated than the other, marriage wise, you can't so obi obi all of these things can also cause a divorce. I'll say religious background and a counselor when you two have different religions, it has a tendency of causing divorce. Right. Mamin kinka messages nibi eba ewo Facebook na fe makodat of WhatsApp na medjanin so about YouTube. You're streaming live our YouTube Wisdom Studios GH. Wisdom Studios GH. Mr. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, share the link for me, I beg you, and hit the notification bell. Very important. Now, I think so on Facebook, you stream live our Counselor DY Donkoh a page in so Mr. Leave your messages there. I'll come through and come read all of them. Dr. Emmanuel James, thank you so much, baby sis. Or say insightful point on also dear what they abba and enumerate. Let's go back to Facebook and let's go and see what is happening over there. Sylvia say poverty made me love you. Like how? Say me hunchiri mintina me do like how? On tia say right. Mommy says, hey counselor. Just say some na counselor can what say timina kasa we say hey what say anu dene. Bema Ruth is all over the place. She's laughing out loud. Sarah Beth me ma Sarah say Roman Catholic Church and City of Wisdom wahala on also there what they abandon Victoria Owusu adade and so ejinemu den. Thank you so much. One ardent listener, Nyasam Kito. We appreciate you. We adore you, Papa. Thank you so much for sticking with us through and through. Right. There is more coming through. Mami, share what's up and read some of the messages that we have over here. It says some people are at risk when they get married early, but counselor, what happened to planning your life and ensuring that things work perfectly? How do you avoid divorce if you decide to marry early? Counselor?
I think one of the things you can do to avoid divorce, please focus on yourself and your spouse.
Okay.
And stop listening and stop bringing in any third party. That would be the best.
Okay, so that will be the best coming from Counselor DY Donkoh and then you may or also dear or de abanono. Let's keep the messages coming through. Nia who say everything is going smoothly. Right, there's another beautiful question over here that says less income. Counselor, a partner not having income or little bit sometimes is not much of a problem like somebody who is unkind. How do we find kind partners? People who are willing and ready to spend on people and live life with them, come together and share income rather than looking at poverty being the actual cause of divorce in marriages. Counselor?
Just pray God will help you.
Right, NT nature said messages in the bad, but unfortunately, yes, agrone then na chese adie esa in for counselor. What do you have to say? I'll take your final words, please.
My final words on divorce. Let's take care of ourselves and then decide to pay the price we can all pay. Set boundaries around yourself and govern your life with principles that will help you for the sake of your future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Papa. Also, dear, and then you may or day no. And a big happy, glorious birthday in advance going out to the man, the slim bastard, the king of LFM. And yasem kito huni sisi atimu said no akwe be hadring, but nyankopon etinimu enti enye odia sa na chese ne papa and the counselor DY Donkoh chinchirinchi in yasem kito. The man Stefan, happy glorious birthday in advance going out to you. He's part of the Wisdom Studios crew and coming from all of us, from your directors. And so me say one in be a dear mommy masum din actually say yes, men wishing you in advance. Action man, the general was say please wish Stefan, is very necessary. And yes, has matuye. Stefan, happy glorious birthday going out to you from all of us. We love you, we appreciate you, and we wish you nothing but the best. We can't wait for you to get to that level so that you marry the woman that you want and do not stay and have any divorce. Thank you very much. Abusia 4 counseling time is always coming your way on Mondays and Wednesdays at 8 p.m. sharp. Do well to subscribe to Wisdom Studios GH YouTube. Hit the notification bell so that immediately the segment comes on. Mrs. Bofabeka said, I am already on because I know US for the 4 o'clock. No tram. The day no worry. Victoria was what at 4 o'clock. The inti omokra just say Mr. Wadama. Na wa share link so edi ama Kwame or DY Donkoh's page. Kindly follow the man, Counselor DY Donkoh, on all social media platforms. For me, Instagram is ValTalks_. Facebook is Valerie Ajay Mentor. And on TikTok is Valerie Ajay Mentor. Kindly do well to follow me on all social media platforms. Send me that DM. And don't worry, time is coming. We'll take our time. We'll read the messages that you continue bringing to us so that Counselor will give you his 2 cents about that situation. Abusuafo, edamase, sedane den na mojebre etna ehwe ema yetimide counseling time. Ebro, midin dache hima papabi obagadoza legetete Valerie Ajay Mentor. Yampa Ejuada live. Send your bless bekanum. Don't miss out. Macro.
All right. Yeah.
I'll see you directly.
Yes, that's all Chinese. Backstage.
Right.
But are you okay?
I'm fine.
Thank God. How was it, the delivery?
You don't have to treat me like that. You knew exactly you could actually deliver, but you just intentionally
I'm
decided
trying,
to put. Don't give me your trying.
But the topics are dangerous.
No, it's good.